I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing on second down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's got some space here. A big-time play there for the Texans. 59 yards for him on the ground. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On first down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Well, it's not just the defensive backs that have to have short memories. Sometimes it's the quarterbacks. Throw an interception, especially one that's a pick 6. You've got to get to the sidelines quickly, shake it off, and get back out there and move your team.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Recon, 132. Go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Set up. Blue draw Corker. 50. Plant. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got room. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 72 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A quick pass out to Juju. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 21-0 our score after 1.
180. Hey, 18. Alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Kill. Protein spill.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron.
McCarron's pass incomplete. intended for PPQT.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check, crouch, lead grip.
Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get back.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. He's going to loft one, deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Play action. Now Trubisky going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
70,
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's McCarron to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take it. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. X3. To it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Here's Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Not hit, boy.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 61. Matchbox light.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From midfield, here's McCarron. Open man is QT, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. Got Gordon open, completes it. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Trubisky now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's it. Big hit. 26 mark. 26 mark.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
180. Lock in. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On first down, it's Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
On 2nd and inches, McCarron, rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's McCarron. And that will be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was...
There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw, McCarron. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. They were looking for Johnson that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Alert, 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 alert. I'm going to run you on recon, 132.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. McCarron on 1st down. Skirts by him at the 35. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And McCarron now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap from McCarron. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Kenny Stills.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up on the ball. 5.
Now McCarron. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans claw one back. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Gordon, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Here's Trubisky, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete. It's Gordon. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. He finds his man Johnson. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Get up! 180!
Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now McCarron to try again after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now McCarron. He finds Taylor, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Now.
McCarron and company going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Snell. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here comes the ball.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Snell yet again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the 10-yard line. Today's final score,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Posse, and Dave win. Still here, spinning the air with a style so hot, no see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning potential. That's the both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. rocket like rocket fuel.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She wanna bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going. Know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
180. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check those set. Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 23 yards the pickup there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him. The guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, 5-7.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
Move, move. 180. Hey, check. Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, 18. No. Alert. Get him. You got him.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check.
Now it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darren Lee in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike Hunt, 180.
Good track.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
And let's get them home.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25.
180. 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Lions' 17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. A give to Cook out of the gun. Cook with a first down and much more. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Check right, check right.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
12. Switch.
Here's Goff. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 2 there. Second down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for goal. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Johnson was the intended receiver.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He saw the middle was closed, tried to bounce it outside. That didn't work either.
Very rarely can you bounce something that's designed to go into the middle all the way to the outside and expect to get help and get there. Usually all the blocking is there. In this case, blocking was in the middle, bounced up, stacked up. Now he was outflanked when he tried to get outside.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
18. Bravo. Blue.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the 50, it's gone. And James has it. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Mike 20. No chance.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You got it.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun. Goff. Johnson's got it complete. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Lions First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Break up. 180. 54 Mike. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 11-yard line.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Goff looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second and 9, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Like 59. Like 59.
We go, 76, 76.
On first down, it's gone. James has got it, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Johnson the intended target. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd down here.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We go tonight, like 20.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. There's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
We call that sack block.
A loss of 7.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first down, Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 29, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Alert! Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Goodwin able to haul it in. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Trubisky will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
6-6, pull it hard. Back. Slam.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky steps away to his left. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Pilot, 64, weak. 51 for Mike, boy, 51. Stay with your man.
They run. Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It was Damon Harrison on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 27-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw is gone. Complete. It's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. And the Lions first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Carson, touchdown number 18 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And, oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I got you.
On first down, gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Play action. It's gone. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Throwing on third, gone. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Gone. He's going to let it fly. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Get up, 180.
Check 52, come on. Watch the out, watch the out.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 28-yard attempt.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for San Francisco, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Say this one for you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it, hop on it. Rep for your bro, for your poster, pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, running. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest, go up there. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do it for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving it so the shield. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
What? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems, no, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us, see what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us, I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man, I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat of the birds, man, cut right off the Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. I'm a dog, dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't riding. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like,
feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
56, Mike, 56.
You must use your corpus. Watch the shoot.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
Topper!
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
18 Gator.
Right there, 56.
I want that.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19.
Out.
Protein spill.
Joker.
Hey. Big grip.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Ready. 60 yards.
I got
Fire.
To throw on second down. Wagner. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
And watch the leg. Whip.
Leo.
This is the fullback, Sherman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Bowman. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ready. General West.
Right there, 56.
Hey, seam 6.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check, 56. Hey, let's get this. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the play.
Orbit.
Looking to throw. Wagner. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bowman. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Go now, 50, plant.
It's now 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wagner under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On third down, Bowman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a run with Singletary. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey! 5.
So that'll back him up 5.
Set 90 Wolf.
Check 53, Mike. I got you. Let's go.
5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wagner. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
On the set.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm going to come back to you. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Alpha.
56 to Mike, 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Wagner. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Wagner, and some space here. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And Oliver made the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Green brings it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Go, go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go. 60 or.
Here we go.
Yo, go, go. Smooth.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Defense wins championships, baby.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wagner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, echo.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check. 55.
Hey, wahoo. Now.
Looking to throw. Wagner trying to lay one up deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Off play action. Bowman. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Bowman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Wagner. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bowman. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. He's going to rifle one. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yes.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Get your swerve on. Hard.
Check 99.
Off the play fake. Wagner going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
56. Drop deep. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check tight end. Check tight. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Wagner. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion. Has
to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Bowman. He's got his man on the crossing route. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got 1 on us, and just not let it turn into more.
Off play action. Bowman. Over the middle, complete. That's Riley. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Ready. 6 yards. He's Mike.
Let's go.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Check safety.
They'll try the left side. Green. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
53's the mic. 53, check 53.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wagner, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. And that is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on 2nd down, Bowman. He's got Green. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Looking to throw. Bowman. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
95 is the Sam. No, check. He's Mike.
From the gun, Bowman. And he rifles one incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
Off the play fake, Bowman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yep. 53, Mike. All right,
Off play action. Wagner nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
You better be ready next time.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Check.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Go.
We want this.
Topper.
Alert 3.
Back to throw. Wagner. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Operating from the gun, Bowman. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check pass. Check pass.
Hey!
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Protein spill.
37. Check 37.
Get it.
2nd and 11. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Singletary again. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Bowman. And this one is incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll try the left side. Green. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Dolphins.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bowman. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Bowman. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
That's their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and 8. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas. On the ready.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Now.
Mike 5-5.
Hey, Delta.
5-5. Right. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Come on, boy. Come
Back to throw. Wagner. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The throw over the middle taken in. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hit it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go right back to Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.